Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76 Sports. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Well, in the midst of the lead up to our 8-game 2020 Big Ten season and the conclusion of the NBA bubble, I'm back with another Clipper video, surprisingly. As many of you all know, I rode with the Clippers this season just for the fun of it, and it was fun. And they had a historic meltdown in the Western Conference semifinals just weeks ago. And so I'm preparing for a mass purple and gold orgasm tomorrow night when the Lakers eliminate and defeat the Miami Heat to secure, I believe, their 17th Larry O'Brien trophy. So, and I'll probably shoot something in honor of Laker Fan, because Laker Fan will be all in his and her glory, especially keeping in mind that we all lost Kobe Bryant at the beginning of this year, the Black Mamba, which was just before COVID hit all of us. But in any case, I was just finishing up my workday here, and I looked at my smartphone and I saw this interesting article pop up about the former Los Angeles Clippers head coach, Doc Rivers, who, well, to my surprise, got picked up by the Philadelphia 76ers after being let go by the Clippers. So that didn't take long. And it's fascinating that he was able to get a job even after his team collapsed the way that it did on one of the biggest stages. By the way, I did shoot a video on his firing. I did not promote that one in social media, so I didn't send that one over to my Facebook network. I didn't throw it up on Twitter. I didn't put it on Pinterest. And at this point, it's old news. So, you know, some of these stories are dependent upon the news cycle and when they're fresh. So I will leave the link to that video in the description box for this video in case anyone wants to take a look. So this article is entitled, "I'm always changing to win. It's a fact. Doc Rivers' statement after joining Sixers angers Clippers fans." Wow. And this is from the Sports Rush, and this was written by Samir Mehdi, and it was, okay, the way that the date is arranged, they put the date, the month, and the year. I got confused because I thought it might have read July, but I was like, how could this read July if it's October and he was the Clippers coach in July? So this was published today, October 7th, 2020. And it's a short piece, so I think I might just do this one a cappella and not worry about putting the music underneath. But Doc Rivers says everyone on the 76ers roster and faculty must be willing to change if they want to accomplish what they set out to. Doc Rivers and his Los Angeles Clippers suffered one of the most disappointing playoff exits in the history of the NBA at the hands of the Denver Nuggets. Following the Clippers' blown 3-1 lead, Doc Rivers sat down with the Clippers to discuss his future with the franchise. The Clippers front office and Doc Rivers decided it was in both parties' best interest to part ways amicably. Within 3 days of Doc being on the market, the Philadelphia 76ers hired him to be their next head coach. I'm always changing, says Doc Rivers as he addresses the media. Doc Rivers was asked several questions during his media sessions, but one stuck out more than the rest. A media member asked Doc, what would you, as well as your two-star players, do to step out of your respective comfort zones in order to win? In response to this, Rivers said, I'm always changing. It's a fact. If you're going to win, you just can't keep doing what you've always done and think you're going to get different results. You have to do something different. This this sent Los Angeles Clippers fans into a meltdown online, and I know one Laker fan in particular is really, if he listens to this, he's really enjoying this. Los Angeles Clipper fans are livid about Doc's statements. Doc's "I'm always changing" quote comes in poor taste, as Doc is notorious for not making adjustments to his game plan when it has been clear that it is not working against a particular team. His failure to make adjustments in the Denver Nuggets series is what cost the Clippers the series. Clipper fans took note of this and berated Rivers on social media. So at this point in the article, they screen capped a bunch of tweets in response to Doc's words. I'm not going to read all of these. These are in the article. You can read them for yourself. The article ends, "Do you think Doc Rivers can lead the Sixers to an NBA title?" And that's it. That's a short article, but it's some really significant food for thought in terms of athletics. So I've always, whether it's been the NBA, whether it's been Michigan football, or whether it's been prize fighting, I think one of the key aspects in any sport is coaching and game planning and then making adjustments. And I think that that's absolutely critical in Michigan football. In terms of Michigan football, I've been critical of Jim Harbaugh and Don Brown in terms of them not game planning properly for the bigger opponents like Ohio State, or not making the proper in-game adjustments. I think the gold standard for sports for making adjustments is Super Bowl 25, when that was a very eloquent example of two teams playing chess. Bill Belichick made a key pre-game adjustment to stop the Buffalo Bills K-gun no huddle offense, and then partway through the game the Bills discovered it too late, but they discovered at some point how to attack Bill Belichick's adjustment. This year in the NBA bubble, in terms of the playoffs, I have to give Frank Vogel credit. I think that one of the key adjustments he made to knock the Denver Nuggets out was to start Dwight Howard. I think that was in Game 4, because it gave the Lakers an extra rebounder, and it gave the Lakers more of a physical presence. And I'm saying this to say that it's not just the players. It's not just our team is better than yours, or our team is taller than yours, or as some of the Ohio State fans say, our team is just better than yours, just face it. Our program is better than yours, just face it. We've got the better program. Sometimes it comes down to coaching. And in that Clippers Nuggets series, the one thing that pleases me about this article is that I wasn't the only one sitting and waiting for Doc Rivers to make some sort of chess move, some sort of adjustment to give up something in order to make the Nuggets do something maybe they didn't want to do or didn't expect to do. So it seems that at least this writer and other fans have observed that about Doc. Now, one of the questions about Doc got that one title with, let's see, before he went to Boston, I believe he was the coach of Orlando, and he was set to inherit Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill. Grant Hill had the chronic health problems with his ankle, and he never recovered from that. So he didn't. He was mediocre in Orlando. He went to Boston, and of course they assembled the big three: Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. They assembled that team around them: Rondo, Eddie House, Big Baby Glenn Davis, Leon Poe, Brian Scalabrine, all those guys, and they went all the way to the mountaintop that year. But you also have to remember that those 2008 Lakers were missing Andrew Bynum. So they beat a hobbled Laker team. And then they got back to the finals 2 years later, where they matched up with the Lakers a second time, and the Lakers barely squeaked that one out. But since then, the big three aged, and then the supporting cast got broken up. They sent Kendrick Perkins away, which I always thought was a mistake. They sent him away for Jeff Green, if I remember. And that team, that Celtics team, never got back to where it was. And then Doc moved on to the Clippers, and he coached I believe the Lob City teams with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin for quite a few years before this version of the Clippers materialized. But so I'm saying this to say that while he may be a good coach, I wouldn't consider Doc up to this point to be a great coach. Of course, you need talented players, you need the bodies, you need a solid number one, and in today's NBA, a number two, and if you're lucky, a number three. But once you have that talent, you have to know what to do with the pieces. So I'm going to stop this here. It'll be interesting to see what he's able to do in Philadelphia in the aftermath of what happened with the Clippers, in terms of their historic meltdown. So expect at least one more NBA video here on Big Discussions 76 Sports, which will be some sort of tribute to Laker fan, because I'm going to have to report on that and record something on that. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're a basketball fan, I know the bulk of my subs on Big Discussions 76 Sports are Michigan football fans and maybe some Ohio State fans. But if I have some NBA fans mixed in there, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.